Hi, it's Allison, the juice nurse, and I just wanted to report on the results of my little experiment I did this afternoon, which was to compare how much juice we could yield from the very reasonably priced $59 Hamilton Big Mouth Pro juicer, which is a centrifugal juicer, to the yield we would get using my tried and true favorite juicer, the Omega VRT, which is a slow juicer or masticating juicer. So what happened was I used the same amount of produce in each juices, which was 30 grapes, a pound of carrots, 2 ounces of lemon, a half ounce of ginger, 13 ounces of celery, and 8.5 ounces of kale. And I juiced them both. The speed with which the Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer produces juice is very, very fast. Of course, you don't hardly have to cut up anything into small pieces. The mouth of it is 3 inches in diameter, which makes it very easy and very efficient to use. Whereas the Omega Juicer, it has a very small chute, which means you do have to cut your produce up into small pieces, and that takes much longer to juice, as well as it has a very slow mechanism in it, an auger, so it's twisting and grinding, mimicking chewing food. That's why it's called masticating juicer, and then squeezes the juice through a screen. Whereas in the centrifugal juicer, like the Big Mouth Pro, it's just spinning it around, slinging the juice kind of out of it. It was just very interesting to see. Please look at my other YouTube videos because you will hear how loud the Big Mouth juicer is, of course, compared to the Omega VRT masticating juicer. What surprised me, though, was the results as far as the yield of juice. We ended up getting 40 ounces of juice from the Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer. 40 ounces of juice from the Omega VRT compared to 44 ounces of juice from the Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer. I was really shocked because I did think it would be the other way around. So there was indeed more yield from the Hamilton Beach Big Mouth Juicer, which is a centrifugal juicer. There was also more refuse, and it was very wet feeling. So I was surprised that there was that much more juice because there was more refuse in the discharge canister and it was wet. I automatically assumed I would get more juice out of the Omega VRT, but that was certainly not the case. However, the quality of the juice, I did want to mention that it had much more of the kale taste from the Omega VRT, and it was a much deeper color green. So I do feel like, of course, as is normally considered, that the slow juicers or the masticating juicers do a much better job extracting, squeezing out the nutrients from your leafy greens, and it certainly seemed that way in this case. So the taste of the juice, it did have more of a kale taste in the Omega VRT compared to the Hamilton Big Mouth, which was much sweeter. I was tasting carrot and ginger predominantly. The foam, which is an indication of oxidation taking place as the juice is being made, they were equal. There was about the same amount of foam in all the juice jars. So I could not find any big difference in that. So I just wanted to report on this. I will be also adding and reviewing an Omega 4000, which is an Omega centrifugal juicer. I love the Omega brand. I just have to admit that. I've been using my Omega VRT for over a year daily, sometimes twice a day, and it still works as well as it did the first day I took it out in the box. We'll see how long the Hamilton Big Mouth Juicer lasts because I am going to put it to great use too. Please excuse my appearance. I have been in the kitchen juicing, so please have your juice today. Thanks. The juice nurse says bye.